Okay, here's the washers welded on to one side of each bracket. They are, the welds are polished down with, I think, a 150 grit flap disc. They went on okay. Here's the other side. And there's the third one. So we ended up having to drill the washers just very slightly to get the bushing to go in clean. I think the heat from the welding probably distorted the washers a bit. Also, I noticed a separate topic on this thing. You can see the pitting. This is the top part that mates with the seat. It's got big pits in here that have been, I don't know if it's been painted over. This definitely has some brushed on paint in some areas. And this one's not quite as bad, but it's not great. So this whole thing clearly is in need of a good workover. The brushed on paint, I noticed on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it, but this would have been, this is the part that contacts with the floor. And it may be that, yeah, I don't know. And the other side's got the same double brush strokes on it. If you'll remember, when I got my Jeep, the whole inside of the tub was covered in brushed on black paint. And so this could be the same stuff that was applied to the inside of the tub. So anyway, now we gotta fit these up. And I think I'm going to need a shorter shoulder bolt, but we'll see. In other news, I finally found out what the squeak was on this thing. The heater box was squeaking, and I couldn't remember all the places where it's attached, just that it was difficult to attach. But there's a screw back here, or a nut back here. There's a nut here, somewhere down there, and then there's also a stud that comes through under the battery tray. That was missing its nut, so I managed to push the heater box up, tighten all the nuts, and now it doesn't squeak. So, well, it doesn't move. Hopefully it won't squeak. Okay, I gave each one a quick paint job. Probably this whole thing really needs to be repainted, but these things are going to rust so fast. At least they've got some protection. Okay, here it is with a little paint and bolted back together. I did a different placement on the washers. I put some of the wider washers, one on each side, before the smaller washers, and it's solid. I don't see any movement in the joint. Well, maybe the tiniest amount, but it's minimal. It's real solid. So there's some lithium grease in there, which is the white stuff in there. So anyway, yeah, it definitely does not look factory at all, but it does look pretty solid. So I'm kind of curious to see the other ones. I think really the way to go is probably to remove all of the original pins, do the washer trick on all 8 joints, and see how that works, and then probably at the same time strip the paint off every piece, because it'll all be apart at that point anyway, and basically just do a fix up of the whole thing. Be a nice improvement that nobody will really ever appreciate except you guys.